More action.
He can work like that for many, many hours and not wear himself out.
Now, Lehner and Brown will put the tools to the test. They're going to attempt to carve the feature of the Sphinx that's most conspicuously absent, the nose. There are stories that it was shot off by Napoleon's soldiers using it for target practice. But they turn out to be false.
About 300 years before Napoleon, an Arab historian already mentions that the nose is gone. I think there's good evidence that it was snapped off intentionally. There's a deep wedge down the bridge, and there's another groove in the Sphinx's left nostril. I think somebody might have pounded these metal wedges and then it snapped it off to the south.
While the original nose is lost forever, today, Lehner and Brown, with just stone hammers and copper chisels, will carve a new one.
Let's go to work.
I'm just using graphite.
Out of this 6-foot chunk of hard limestone, they will attempt to carve a nose nearly half the size of the original.
We're gonna make this nose starting with tools like this? Was that my idea?
Yes.
They dive in and quickly discover that hard stone is much more effective than the soft copper in these early stages.
That's the evidence that the pounder, even though it seems primitive, is actually quite effective.
But even with reinforcements and after hours of pounding, they barely made a dent. Will Lehner and Brown really be able to carve a nose with these ancient tools? Zahi Hawass, Secretary General of Egypt's Supreme Council of Antiquities, is the official guardian of the Sphinx. He has searched this colossal cat from head to toe for clues to how it was built. He knows from the geology that it was carved right out of the earth. So why does the bottom appear to be built out of stone blocks, like the pyramids? Hawass investigates the size and style of the blocks for answers.
If you look at the two poles of the Sphinx, this is a typical small stones that the Roman in 30 BC came and they did add this to the Sphinx.
Just between the Sphinx's paws, Zahi Hawass finds blocks from 4 different periods.
This is 30 BC, 1550 BC, and this is 2600 BC.
Hawass concludes that Egyptians, Greeks, and Romans have been covering the Sphinx in blocks for thousands of years. But why? The answer can be found in a deadly hidden force attacking the limestone of the body of the Sphinx and the surrounding ditch.